The CNC simulation program SimWork was designed in the 1990s for DOS computers and emulates a Philips 432 control. Since then, numerous users have already taken their first CNC steps with SimWork. Because SimWork operates as a so-called stickware, the settings on your own PC remain unchanged. Furthermore, the configured stick works on any Windows PC, which is a great advantage, especially for learning purposes. SimWork is offered for download together with the emulator DOS box in a self-extracting zip file and can be downloaded from the World of Manufacturing download page. SimWork emulates the Philips 432 control system with high fidelity. The machine body is shown in a three-dimensional representation, making it easy to follow the machine movements. And the top view of the milling table allows you to see how a workpiece is machined. After downloading the self-extracting file, simply double-click on the file name to unpack all the files contained therein. You can specify the target directory into which the files to be extracted are to be extracted. After unpacking, you should see this directory image. Now go to the DOS box directory and double-click on dosboxportable.exe. Double-clicking starts the DOS emulator and allows input at the insertion point or cursor. To make the USB drive visible to the DOS emulator, it must be mounted using the mount command. You must also enter the command sequence FF, SimWork. After pressing the return key, drive Z is still active. Therefore, F now switches to drive F. The command CD SimWork then changes to the directory in which the SimWork exe file is hidden. Now the program SimWork can be started by typing simwork.exe at the cursor position and then pressing the return key. The program checks itself for viruses before launching. If it's virus-free, it launches definitively. The SimWork window is independent of the DOS box and can therefore be moved to a free space or to a second screen. CNC machines typically need to first move to so-called reference points after being switched on so that the control system's measuring system is calibrated. Since SimWork simulates a real control system, calibration is also required for this simulator. To do this, press the X, Y, and Z keys in sequence, and then press the return key to initiate the reference point move. The actual values of 500, 400, and 300 mm for the X, Y, and Z axes show that the reference points have been approached correctly and the control is now ready for operation. To enter a CNC command, SimWork must first be put into teach-in mode. To do this, press Ctrl+B simultaneously. The available modes will now be displayed in the message line. Then press the EM key for teach-in. Commands for a program can now be entered. The permitted letters are displayed. After a command has been entered into the input line, the effects of this command can be controlled immediately, as, for example, the table moves or the motor and pump are activated and thus change their colors. The activated M functions are also identified in the corresponding function bar and the spindle speed is displayed. An explanation of the program commands used can be found on our homepage at www.wdf-new.de. The link to the corresponding page is in the description of this video. The SimWork editor can be opened using the keyboard shortcut, Ctrl+K. The previously entered commands are stored there and can now be edited. The cursor can be moved using the arrow keys. Press the Escape key to exit the editor. You can exit SimWork after a confirmation prompt by pressing Ctrl+E. Afterwards, you can simply exit the DOS simulator by clicking the Close button.